Hello everyone, this is Umair Hassan and I'm going to solve revision exercise 9a from D4 7th edition. I have been solving D1, D2, D3, D4 past paper questions, so you can subscribe my channel, you can go in the playlist and you can have many videos on the maths. Question number 1. So we are going to round up some numbers over here. We are going to use calculator. We are going to work on the least possible mass, the maximum possible volume, and a question from trigonometry maybe. Part 1 is question number 1. Part 1 is you need to find the value using a calculator. So they have asked you to show it on your calculator display. So when you will use your calculator, your answer will be something like this. And in part number 2, they have asked you to give the answer in one, mean this answer which you have obtained using a calculator, you have to write it correct to one decimal place, mean up till here this is up to one decimal place. So it will be 4.3 because this number is 7 and it is greater than 5. So if it is greater than or equal to 5, then you need to increase this digit by 1, so it will become 3. So this is answer for question number 1. In question number 2, a piece of metal has a mass of 121 grams and it is correct to the nearest gram. So write down the least possible mass of the piece of metal. Actually this 121 gram, it is correct to nearest gram. Well that is this may if the mass was observed, then it was lying somewhere between 120.5 to 121.4. So whatever the value is from here till here, so it was rounded off to 121 to the nearest grams. Even if it is 120.5, the least one, then in order to convert this to the nearest gram, it will be 121. And if it is 121.4, then you will also convert it into 121 correct to nearest nearest gram. So the least value, least possible mass will be 120.5 grams, which will be rounded off to 121 gram. Second one is the volume of the piece of metal is 14 centimeter cube. This 121 gram piece of metal has a volume 14 centimeter cube. Again, it is correct to nearest cubic centimeter. Find the greatest possible mass of 1 cubic centimeter of piece of metal. Well, if 14 centimeter cube is volume of 121 grams, then 1 cubic centimeter volume, 1 cubic centimeter will have a mass of 121 divided by 14. That is for 1 cubic centimeter. Okay. Now you can simplify it. 121 divided by 14. 121 divided by 14. 14 8 times 112. 9 will be the remainder. Insert decimal to have 0 over here. 14 6 times 84. 6 remainder. Insert 0. 14 4 times 56. So it is 8.64 grams for 1 cubic centimeter. You have 8.64 grams, but you have to find the greatest possible. So greatest possible mass, you will round it off to 9 grams. So this will be the greatest possible mass here in this case. In question number 3, as part of mathematics project during an exchange program, Hugesian is required to estimate the height of a building. This is height of the building. She paces 20 meter from B. From B, she paces 20 meter until point C, which is on level ground. Now, with the help of a clinometer, she measured the angle of elevation from C to A, and this angle of elevation comes out to be 79. Find AB, which is the height of the building, giving your answer to a reasonable degree of accuracy. Well, this is a right triangle, and we need to find AB, which is perpendicular, BC is base. So tan, using tan 79, is equal to perpendicular. Okay, let me write, or opposite, which is perpendicular, over adjacent, which is base. So tan 79 is opposite is AB, the height of building, divided by adjacent is 20. So the height of building will be 20 into tan 79, and you can find that. So when you multiply 20 with tan 79, so your answer will be 102.8 something, so that is 103 meters. So this will be the height of building, 103 meters. Moving towards the next one. Question number 4 is the lowest temperature recorded at the South Pole and in Singapore. Well, South Pole temperature, well, that is minus 89.2 degrees centigrade. And what is in Singapore? Well, that is 19.4 degrees centigrade. Now they have asked you in part 1 to find the difference in the temperatures recorded, the difference in them. The difference mean from minus 89.2 to 19.4. What is the difference? Well, you can find that 19.4 minus 89.2. So your answer will be 108.6 degrees centigrade. What about part number 2? The temperature that is midway between the two temperatures. Temperature midway between the two. Well, add them. Temperature midway between these two is minus 89.2 plus 19.4 divided by 2, and you will have minus 34.9 degrees centigrade. So this is the answer for this one. Question number 5 is Lexin spent 2/3 of her weekly allowance on food and 1/4 of the remainder on transport. She had $27 left. How much is her weekly allowance? So next, describing this question, actually we don't know the allowance. So let the weekly allowance be X, then the spending on food is 2/3 of allowance, which is X, and this is spending on food. Now after spending on food, she is left with this one, X, the total allowance, minus 2/3x, the one which is spent on food. So the leftover amount, it's 1/4 of leftover is spent on transport. Take LCM within the bracket, it is 3x minus 2x over 3, which is x over 3. So x into 1 is x, 3 into 4 is 12. So now you have got allowance spent on food, allowance spent on transport, and the one which is left behind is $27 after spending these two, food and transport. No, adding the allowance spent on food plus allowance spent on transport plus whatever is left in the pocket is equal to total allowance. So 2 over 3x spent on food, x over 12 spent on transport, $27 was left behind is equal to x. Take LCM, that is 12. From here it will be 8x, 3 4 times 12, 4 into 2 8x, and from here we have x plus 12 into 27 is 324, 12 into x is 12x, 8x plus x 9x plus 324 is equal to 12x. From here you can find the value of x, that was of weekly allowance $108. So this is solution up to question number 5 of this 9A. Keep watching. I will upload more solutions on this topic in my coming videos. Thank you so much.